Welcome back. It's time for another review. This review is of the FiFine Technologies K038. Let's see here, get the name correctly here. The wireless microphone system for plays, churches, schools, performances. So it's in this box here. Now, in disclosure, FiFine sent me this to review free of charge. And I always tell people when they send me something to review, if it's crap, I'll tell people it's crap. If it's good, I'll tell people it's good. I don't care if you pay for it or not. So, with that out of the way, we'll get into the box. And we all know that I don't like to do unboxing videos, so we'll skip to the next section where I have all this stuff out of the box and explaining to you what it is. Okay, out on the table is everything that they send you in this lavaliere wireless microphone kit. There's the receiver and mixer, and there's room for expanding to 2 additional wireless or wired mics through 1/4 inch jacks on either side. There is the 1/4 to 1/4, which will connect into the amplifier and then back into the back of this. On the back, let me just skip to that since I'm talking about it. There's your your DC power in, your 1/4 inch audio out, your right and left out, which is 3.5 millimeter to, well, you can either go to 1/4 inch because they give you that adapter, or you can go to 3.5 millimeter out. I'll get to those 2 adapters. And then there's another 3.5 millimeter line in. That's if you want to bring music into it and then send it back out to your amplifier so you can run music or other sound through. After that, you get 2, not 1, but 2 of these lapel microphones, lavaliere lapel microphones. Of course, there is a power supply, and then these are the 2 adapters I was telling you about. This is the 1/4 to 3.5 millimeter, and this is the 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter. And you can use those, like I said, on the back to hook things up. Then there's the 2 transmitters. These are the wireless microphone transmitters, and each one is on a different frequency. And then they also give you 2 of these boom style headset microphones as well. So that's everything that comes in the box. So let me show you how to hook it up. It's dirt simple. So this is the plug that comes with a generous length of cord, and that just plugs into the back DC power there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the DC power plug in there. And then that will go, of course, to your 110 DC outlet. Okay, then the next one is going to be, if you choose to, this one right here. Now I'm going to be setting this up for what it's designed for doing, a PA type announcement, or PA speaker system type setup for plays and stuff like that. Part of the reason why I got this review is I do puppetry, and in my last puppet performance, we could have used something like this, but we didn't have it. This just plugs into the 1/4 inch adapter, which I told you about before, and then that will go to the amplifier. Now the amplifier is down on the floor here, off camera, and you really don't need to see that because it depends on your own amplifier how you're going to hook it up. But I'll just go ahead and plug that in to the channel I'm going to be using. The next step is going to be to plug this in. Okay, so that's plugged in. Now you can see the red light come on there, and that's telling you there's power there, so that means it's on. So one of the things that I found when I originally set this up is that to turn it on, you can hit the button and then it comes on, and to turn it off, you have to press and hold the button, and then the light will go out. And let me see if I can do that better. So there's on, and you gotta press and hold until the light goes out, and you're good. Now, I'll go ahead and set these microphones up. Now to set the microphones up, it's pretty simple. You just take the plug. It only can go in one way, and that's good. Now, this does come with batteries as well, but I already installed those because I tried doing this video before, and it didn't work out too well, so I'm doing it a second time, and hopefully this one's going to be better. So I've got one microphone set up with the lapel and one set up with the headset microphone. So to get it to, of course, to get it to turn on, you turn on, the light comes on. Now you see there's two green lights next to the red center light. And when you turn one of these on, this green light will come on, which means that it did read the signal, it's communicating. Now there is a way to change the channels. I haven't read the instructions yet, but I'm probably not going to do that since everything works fine, unless I run into some interference when I'm setting up for a play or a puppet show. Okay, there's 6 knobs you can clearly see here. This knob right here is the volume for mic A, which is this 1/4 inch input. So you leave this off unless you're going to be doing that. The next one is for mic B. Now mic B is for one of these 2 mics, so that's a volume input for that. The next one right here is an echo function. So this does have an echo reverberation function if you choose to use it. I don't see why I would ever use it, but hey, you never know. Moving further down, there is the music button. So if you wanted to bring music into the back through that 3.5 inch or 3.5 millimeters socket, you can do that. And this would be your volume control for that. Then there's mic C, which is the other wireless mic. And then mic D, which is the other 1/4 inch microphone plug. So now when you turn these on, and hopefully I don't get too much feedback, there's the on-off button at the top, and then there's another button which is set, which I imagine is for setting new frequencies. Like I said, I haven't read the instructions yet. So in order to turn it on, you got to press that button and hold it in, and then it lights up. And one will light up blue, and the one or mine in this case lights up blue, and that's for mic B, yeah. And then so the other one is the same thing. You press and hold the power button until it lights up, and this one lights up yellow, and that comes in as mic C. Got the volumes off to all of them, and let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And I do have volume up and everything. The controls are all up on the amp. So let's go ahead and bring up I'll put this microphone on, and we'll go ahead and bring up the volume on microphone B. Do I get any sound out of it? Test, test. Well, I think I do. Hold on a second. Let me get down here and cause a really bad feedback. Back up a bit. It helps if I turn the power on to the amplifier. Okay, so the power's on now. Okay, so you're getting a little bit of static fuzz there. So I had it up a little flat. So let's go ahead. Ooh, there you go. And that's the volume. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. As you can hear, I've got the amplifier all on and set up, and I'm talking through this mic here. Now let me go ahead and move that camera. And it is working perfectly fine. Now let's go ahead and turn that up just a tad bit. So I'm actually having to talk a little bit quieter, partly because I want to hear my voice come through the speaker, partly because I don't have to talk that loud because the speaker's making up for it. So that one's working fine. Now let's go and do the other lapel microphone to see how that one works. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Now put the lapel microphone on. Oh. Okay, so let's go ahead and you're going to turn down the volume on that microphone. You're going to turn up the volume on this microphone and see how well so it is coming through now. You can probably hear a slight difference. So everything is working fine, and it actually works pretty nice. Now this one sells, like I said, FiFine Technologies sent me this microphone to review for free. You can I'll leave a link for it down below in the description of where you can pick one of these up. And now they're not too terribly expensive. They run around $90. So if you, like me, you don't have a big budget and you want to have a PA system, you can pick one of these up relatively cheap. It works perfectly fine. I would recommend it. Matter of fact, if they wouldn't have reached out and contacted me, I would have purchased this for my next puppet show. Yeah, I can't complain. It's a pretty good system for the cost. Now, you can also use this, like I could hook it up to my camera and run it that wirelessly through that. You have to do a little finagling with cables and stuff, but it can be done. You have to get the correct adapters in place. But that's not what it's designed for. It's designed for doing performance type stuff. So would I get it if I didn't have the money, or if they didn't send it to me free? Yes, I would. I would recommend it. If you want something like that, you don't have a big budget, this is the system for you. That's about it. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. Subscribe if you want to check out some of my other videos, go right ahead. And remember to hit the bell button, all that other YouTube stuff, and be notified the next time I do one of these videos or another adventure video.